Jubilees, chapter 12. And it came to pass in the 6th week, in the 7th year thereof, that Abram spoke to his father Terah, saying, Father. And he said, Behold, here I am, my son. And he said, What help and profit do we have from those idols which you worship, and before which you bow yourself? For there is no spirit in them, for they are mute forms and a misleading of the heart. Do not worship them. Worship the God of heaven, who causes the rain and the dew to descend on the earth, and does everything on the earth, and has created everything by his word. And all life is from before his face. Why do you worship things that have no spirit in them? For they are the work of men's hands, and you bear them on your shoulders, and you have no help from them. But they are a great cause of shame to those who make them, and a misleading of the heart to those who worship them. Do not worship them. And his father said to him, I also know it, son, my son, but what will I do with the people who have made me to serve before them? And if I tell them the truth, they will slay me, for their soul cleaved to them to worship them and honor them. Keep silent, my son, lest they slay you. And he spoke these words to his two brothers, and they were angry with him, and he kept silent. And in the 40th Jubilee, in the 2nd week, in the 7th year thereof, Abram took to himself a wife, and her name was Sarai, the daughter of his father, and she became his wife. And his brother Haran took to himself a wife in the 3rd year of the 3rd week, and she bore him a son in the 7th year of this week, and he called his name Lot. And his brother Nahor took to himself a wife, and in the 60th year of the life of Abram, that is, in the 4th week, in the 4th year thereof, Abram arose by night and burned the house of the idols, and he burned all that was in the house, and no man knew it. And they arose in the night and sought to save their gods from the midst of the fire. And Haran tried to save them, but the fire flamed over him, and he was burned in the fire. And he died in Ur of the Chaldees before his father Terah. And they buried him in Ur of the Chaldees. And Terah went out from Ur of the Chaldees, he and his sons, to go into the land of Lebanon, and into the land of Canaan. And he dwelt in the land of Haran. And Abram dwelt with his father Terah in Haran for 2 weeks of years. And in the 6th week, in the 5th year thereof, Abram sat up throughout the night on the new moon of the 7th month to observe the stars from the evening to the morning, in order to see what the nature of the year would be with regard to the rains. And he was alone as he sat and observed. And a word came into his heart, and he said, All the signs of the stars and the signs of the moon and of the sun are all in the hand of the Lord. Why do I search them out? If he desires, he causes it to rain morning and evening. And if he desires, he withholds it. And all things are in his hands. And he prayed that night and said, My God, God Most High, you alone are my God, and I have chosen you and your dominion. You have created all things, and all things that exist are the work of your hands. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts, and do not let them lead me astray from you, my God, and establish me and my seed forever, so that we do not go astray from now and forevermore. And he said, Will I return to Ur of the Chaldees who seek my face, that I may return to them? Or am I to remain here in this place? The right path before you, prosper it in the hands of your servant, that he may fulfill it, and that I may not walk in the deceitfulness of my heart, O my God. And he made an end of speaking and praying. And behold, the word of the Lord was sent to him through me, saying, Go forth from your country and from your relatives and from the house of your father to a land which I will show you. And I will make you a great and numerous nation. And I will bless you. And I will make your name great, and you will be blessed in the earth, and all the families of the earth will be blessed in you. And I will bless them that bless you, and curse them that curse you. And I will be God to you and your son, and to your son's son, and to all your seed. Do not fear. From now and to all generations of the earth, I am your God. And the Lord God said, Open his mouth and his ears, that he may hear and speak with his mouth, with the language which has been revealed. For it had ceased from the mouths of all the children of men, from the day of the overthrow of Babel. And I opened his mouth and his ears and his lips, and I began to speak with him in Hebrew, in the tongue of the creation. And he took the scrolls of his fathers, and these were written in Hebrew, and he transcribed them, and he began from then on to study them. And I made known to him that which he could not understand, and he studied them during the 6 rainy months. And it came to pass in the 7th year of the 6th week that he spoke to his father and informed him that he would leave Haran to go into the land of Canaan to see it, and then return to him. And his father Terah said to him, Go in peace. May the perpetual God make your path straight, and the Lord be with you and protect you from all evil, and grant grace, peace, and favor to you before those who see you. And may none of the children of men have power over you to harm you. Go in peace. And if you see a land pleasant to your eyes to dwell in, then arise and take me to you, and take Lot, the son of your brother Haran, with you as your own son. The Lord be with you, and leave your brother Nahor with me until you return in peace, and we all go with you together.